as you see, it says they moved too quickly. So apparently somebody moved too quickly on you. That's the message I got. Either way, let me tell y'all. So I had the best day yesterday. I got so much stuff done. And I had the most amazing conversation yesterday. Was on the phone for a very, very long time with this person. Either way, point was, yesterday I pulled out some stuff that I had been writing on, right? And found something. And I'm like, ooh, didn't realize I had that, right? And so I started reading it. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, wow, time travel, okay? Because apparently I'm still the same. And which I love for me, and you know, I'm very proud of myself. So because I can see how consistent I am in all my things. And so that's why I love the fact that I used to write when I was younger, right? And so, and mind you, all this got inspired by the phone call. So y'all, again, walk with me. So I'm handling something on this side. All I heard was, it was really, really loud yesterday, right? So this was a test of me trying to figure out, make sure I can block things out. Let me tell y'all how I fucking aced that test. Killed it, because I don't know who was crying. I don't know who was loud. Didn't really give a fuck. I saw some stuff that, okay, so let me tell y'all what I was doing, because my day was more amazing. And then I'm going to tell y'all what happened that I just saw that, you know, we can discuss it or not. Either way, I don't give, you know. But yesterday I had a freaking amazing day. And so I'm like, as I was having a conversation with the person, because we got tied up into everything. And it was like the person that understood me, maybe like, or more things about me, because they had almost the same scenario, right? So it was basically like, I don't know, more in tune or whatever. Either way, because I could discuss a little bit more things with the person, right? And so as we're talking, I'm realizing, like, you know, there are certain things that I have been needing to do and should have already done, but wasn't doing them because of the fact that it was a thing with my writing. The reason why I stopped writing is because every time somebody looks at somebody would always look at my stuff, right? So I was basically saying that. So what I did was, because I don't want people knowing shit, then I stopped writing it down, right? But anyway, internally it freaked me out, okay? So I would be writing little notes here and there, you know, randomly, because I got to keep it secret, because, you know, people don't know how to not read other people's stuff, right? And so as we're going through this process, right, and now me and her get into some different stuff and some other stuff, like literally, y'all, I was on the phone half the day, and I ain't even gonna lie, but it was the most amazing conversation, right? And as we were doing it, it was like, so we went through different steps. And then, so I promised the person I would do something by this date. Okay, so we have this little thing going on. So now I'm working with this other person on the side. And y'all, I love this for me and her, because it did so much for me yesterday. So, so now we made this deal that we're going to do this thing together, right? And so there's, you know, we have to produce something. So literally, right, I am, and not mean produce, and, you know, but it's just a item we have to give, right? And I might share it with y'all, I don't know. But matter of fact, I am going to share it with y'all, because I feel like it's fucking amazing, because of the fact that literally I can see my growth in stages, and I am consistent in many, many things. And my boundaries from that point to this point have been fucking intact the whole entire time. Even when I was doing some stuff, and I don't know if many people can say that, because they can go back and look at the writings. But anyway, long story short, so we had that conversation. So I started writing, and then I'm like, you know, I'm feeling like I got writer's block, right? So as I'm going through the thing with that, it's like, so y'all know what I do. I film what I do, right? So this is what the hell I was doing. So since I was writing about me having writer's block, I looked up some stuff, and then I went and, you know, I did a video about curing writer's block, while I had writer's block, right? Okay. So, which was funny because it came back later. So I did that, and then I ended up talking to my neighbor, right? And I swear, every time I talk to this person, this is what I love about having good conversations with people who can just really, really freaking get it. Like the amount of, I don't really hold on to too many things that I have that people don't understand, and I swear I love that for me. And it's almost like this person has the same exact thing, right? And so it's almost like um they understand the detachment level of it. And I don't know why I'm that way, and maybe it could be cold, and maybe it could just be, that I looked up the word toxic yesterday. It means poison. I'm definitely not poisonous. So, there's that. And on my watch, nobody has died. So I feel like, that's been a good thing. Either way, neither here nor there. So my neighbor is talking to me, and then we go over this stuff, and he's asking me, he's like, well, tell me this. So, because I'm going over my writing, my transition from this point to this point, right? And so as we're doing it, I was laughing because I just started reading random things, like random things that I wouldn't even like read to anybody, right? And then I'm looking, but some of it I didn't even know was in there. And so as I was going through each one, and then we found something that I didn't even know I had. And I'm like, so as I'm reading it to him, because I went back over my old writings, and this is what I'm saying to y'all, is I don't know if y'all write a lot or if y'all are you know, I don't know, y'all got a journal, so I know y'all do stuff like that. It's like a thing in the spiritual community, right? And so I don't know how long y'all been journaling, if it's like been, since like a kid, because I've been writing for a very long time. But again, as I gradually got into more and more writing, it kind of like I said, people start reading your shit, and then it starts to make you feel some type of way because they don't understand, and then it's just weird. It wasn't their business to be in anyway. And shit, you could have been writing personal shit about your life, and because there's dear diaries and things of that nature. We teach kids to write, growing up. So I'm going over the things, and then I find this one, and it was basically getting back to the roots. And because I read all the little funny ones, I read it to one of y'all. I think it was his words. I had read it to y'all. So now I was going over that, and then I was going over the other part where it was like I'm saying I want to write right now, but because of my transition and my change, I still would like to write about things that it can only be the truth. I can only write about things that are the truth. So it went from, and this is before we found the document that didn't know I was looking for, right? So so now I'm trying to figure out how I mix spirituality, the fact that I don't know, I am who I am, and I'm going to be what I'm going to be. The fact that I write, talking to God, or, I feel like God don't play about me. So when shit need to be handled, it just get fucking handled. So there's that. And so I pull out this paper, and I start reading it to him, and it was like getting back to me talking to God. And as I was talking to God, and I'm going to read it to y'all because I ain't going to read it to y'all right now. But so the thing is, mixing who I am, what I see here now on earth, and also making it magic, because there's a frequency that has to go behind this thing, because of the fact that everything is on a frequency. No matter what we're talking about, whether it be from, because I was standing outside with the neighbor last night, and we was watching the moon and stuff. And so I was talking to Tamisa. Good morning, ladies. I was talking to Tamisa inside the silent chat last night. It was Tamisa, Catherine, I think K-Cakes was there. Good morning, everybody. So I think everybody was in there, but I did it in like the silent way. So we was just talking, but I guess it was looking at me. So they knew that I did the midnight ritual, basically letting go of, it was my old hair, the shit that is shedding. And then, okay, so me and him was doing that. Then we come back in, and so I start going over this thing, and it was so funny because as I was playing it, as I was reciting it to him, I was like, oh my God. Because even in my dark times, I was talking to God. And I don't mean like dark times. It was when I was out with my magic, and cause y'all gonna hear, like, cause I be saying shit, and if you know, I be saying shit. So even then I was saying shit, and but that document is 20 years old, like over, you know, and so now I get to transition that phase into the new phase. So y'all get to see me develop and grow each way. And I feel like I've been a solid ass bitch. No matter what I thought about myself. You see what I'm saying? Like literally, even when I was going through the things, I was still talking to God. I was still standing in my purpose and my power, even, and I still told the truth, because even in the page, I was telling God, you know, I'm fucked up out here. You know what I was doing. You seen me, but you know, I got a good heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so even then it was like, I don't know, the transition to flow. So as we're getting that done, because I started flowing into that, and y'all, it just started to come, because as one of my things that I said, having writer's block was curing writer's block with getting inspired. So I needed to find my inspiration. And so God gave me the inspiration with the document that I found. So as I'm talking to him about it, you could feel like I felt the energy coming back. So then he said, well, what was you doing? Well, the vibration is what I want to say. The frequency coming back, because my writing is on a frequency. So I felt that frequency come back, right? So he was like, so what was you doing, you know, before that? And I showed him the video. So he said, mind you, this is before I had the writer's block at this time. So he was like, and mind y'all, I'm just telling y'all the story because this is the way it goes, and y'all can take what y'all need from there. Okay. So the message always is the message, because I just told y'all, I had writer's block, but I was very creative on the conversation. So I had a conversation with somebody. Y'all can follow through the steps. Rewind the video, okay? Because I don't want to replay that right now. I'm just letting y'all know that, well, those of y'all that belong here, y'all already know why I do it. So y'all already know how this goes. So he asked me what I was doing. I showed him the video because, again, I'm supposed to be making content. You see what I'm saying? So technically, I'm doing two things at once. I was still making content because I just filmed the fact that I was having writer's block, and then I went and figured out, you know, how do you cure writer's block, and then I made a video about it, right? He said, so you made a video about curing writer's block to cure your writer's block. That's how we witch bitches do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I reverse engineered that motherfucker. Y'all see how I did that? Yes. I still did what I was doing. So yes, I fucking cured my writer's block by writing or doing a video about writer's block. And this shit fucking worked. Although all the other things were very good components in it as well. You see what I'm saying? So even the fact that I had the conversation with the person that put me up back on the right track of my writing, because now I'm focused on my writing, my poetry, my things of that nature. Like right now, I'm in the middle of something fucking amazing and I can feel it. And so I had did a video because I'm saying somebody's crying. So literally I'm telling y'all I'm doing all this shit in the middle of somebody's crying, right? I could feel somebody was crying. So I'm like, what the fuck is somebody crying for? Like, I'm not crying because I'm a happy ass bitch. I'm over here getting my shit done. So then there's an energy outside of my energy trying to get into my energy, basically needing attention seeking. And so I had to figure out how to cut that off, along with trying to get, like, you know, because I can do multiple things. A bitch can do multiple things. I can multitask. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. So I wanted to hurry up and do the video because I'm like, whoever that is, maybe they need whatever it is. I don't know. So I wasn't in the premiere of the last video's video, right? Right? So I don't know, because I told y'all I would be in the middle of them, but I wasn't. Either way, something was happening because I don't know if it played on my TV, but it looked like there was conversation being had in the chat. I don't know, but all I'm gonna tell y'all is my attention, my energy was over here on my shit, like, you know, writing and doing stuff because, you know, a bitch got shit to do. So I don't know what was happening in the last chat, but God made it so I could see something that pertained to that. I don't know what it was because I moved too fast and I cleared it off my computer so I could see the chat here. But literally, I think I seen somebody commenting, and I don't know who else was commenting to that person. But literally, I pushed the button before I realized who it was. But just so we're all clear, I don't give a what that person was talking about. And on top of that, I'm fucking busy. So all I know is even last night, it was loud. It was just so loud. Like, I don't know who's loud, who was arguing, who was doing this, but I literally cut all my energy off on everything else. I put headphones on and I started listening to books. Like shit that I need to do. So let me tell y'all what I learned about, and I forgot what the lady's name was, but I downloaded this book and she was and talking about some, what the hell was that lady saying? That energy, certain people's energy can make you sick. And then it was talking about all these, basically it was more energy worker shit, right? And I was over here thinking like, here we go with the so she started talking about different parts of your body decaying, whatever it was. I got to go back and replay it and listen to it because it was very interesting, actually, something that she was talking about. But the thing was, the way she was talking about it, it resonated with me. Like, I can understand what she was talking about. It wasn't sounding like wonk, 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 wonk. Like, you know what I'm saying? It sounded like a person that is part of my soul tribe that I should be listening to their shit. And see, which is another confirmation to me because the voice, the frequency, the whatever it is that gets you, or whatever brings you to the knowledge and the awakening and puts you in a student seat, is what we should all be looking for. Not connections that are trying to be forced upon you. Like, nah, my spirit don't work that way. And like I said, I found something to show me that I've been consistent in my behaviors. Even when I was doing whatever I was doing, I've been telling the truth. Because guess who I was talking to? I've been talking to God the whole entire time. So for everybody else that's out here acting as though, we talking to God, meanwhile, I don't know who we be talking to, because there's a lot of different beings, a lot of different entities, and God keeps showing me how they keep trying to, maneuver and finagle their way into my business, or, into my situation, or into my energetic field. I rebuke it. So that's the message. Hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for coming towards my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and go with God.